1952. And he was a senior and I was a freshman.
Well, it was not a typical date.
It was a play, I think.
I think it was a play at school. Her cousins, they knew that I had some interest in it. They came out and picked me up. I had seen her in the hall occasionally. And it was something about the way she used to look at me.
He was a senior, and all my friends, it was a bunch of us, about 5 or 6 of us, all of us were interested in the 12th grade guys. And the girls, they didn't like us because they thought we were too young to be attacking their guys.
And I would turn around and look back and see if she was looking, you know. And she would be. I worked a while in Innocent, and then I got drafted and went to the military and stayed 2 years.
Then he went on, graduated in '52, and then he went in service. He went in service. And we did not date, we talked, but sort of went astray. And then when he came out of service, that's when we started dating again. I graduated in '55, and he had come home. One day, when I was getting off the bus, he stopped, and we talked, and started up again, and he said he had written to me while he was in service, but I never got it. And I saw him a couple of times when he was home on leave. We used to walk around the school at recess time and stuff like that, and I thought it was something else.
And we kind of sort of got together. And it just like grew from there.
He worked in Henderson, and I was still on the farm with my family, and he got the house at 447 Powell Street. He went and purchased some furniture. Came in and told me, we're getting married.
They were sitting out in the backyard. I don't know what day it was, but in the afternoon. And I told them that I wanted to marry Margaret. And so they said that I would have to take it up with her. So I said, okay, thank you. I went on in the house where she was. And so I said, I've got something to ask you. He said, okay. I handed her the receipt. So she looked at him. And I said, well, what do you think? So she said, yes. Her aunts helped us.
Minnie, Mamie, and Prince and myself, we went up and we started, you know, preparing the house.
We got married at the mother's house. After the wedding, we got in the car and drove to our house. told me to just get her and we would slip out, not even letting the guests know that we were leaving, getting ready to leave. Just go aside and keep on going. And they wouldn't know we were leaving until they heard the car crank up.
I was excited because he came first and he got a job and he worked and he came home on weekends and I stayed with my parents and he was doing construction. So when he got the job at the post office, that's when we moved over, Earl and I.
Part of the plan. Part of the plan. So comfortable, and it just felt like such a loving place and like just a place of refuge. Remember, we went to see the Temptations. It was Mom, Dad, and myself. Don't know where Earl and Canessa were, but it was us three. And I got sick, and I threw up, and they took me home. And I never forget that they never complained. Never seemed dissatisfied, and I know they wanted to see the Temptations, you know, but they never mentioned it again, and it was so significant. I can still remember what I had on that day. And I couldn't have been no more than 7 or 8. I had on like some maroon or burgundy pants. I had on like a turtleneck and see that other people haven't had it like that. And so just the lessons of love and family first, and you know, healthy meals always being there. I mean, Mom would get up, go to work. I remember her rushing to get out and get to work in a timely fashion, come home, cook dinner for us, wash the dishes, and then back in the early to mid 70s when we all had afros, my brother, myself, and my father, she would, in addition to working all day, come home, cook, clean the kitchen, and then braid our hair before we went to bed. I mean, just superhuman type stuff.
I think what I got most from Mom and Dad growing up was that not only did they sit us down and talk to us and tell us about various things, but they also demonstrated it by the way that they lived their life. They always taught us that a strong work ethic was so necessary in life. Important to them was showing up for work on time. Say, both of them on the same page. If your shift started at 8 o'clock, you were to be at work at your desk, working at 8 o'clock. Whatever your function duty was, you would start at 8 o'clock. Not driving up in the parking lot, not coming up in the elevator, but at your desk working.
I remember whenever it snowed, they always wanted to go riding. And we used to just ride all over town. And actually it's funny, but what I remember most is going to Zay Mall. It was always a big thing. It's crazy, but I had like this little thing for pets. You know, I always had pets, little hamsters and fish. And what I remember most is just Mom and Dad just being great parents, always being there and just feeling comfortable. I would like to say that I had the best parents in the world. I mean, that's just the way I feel. Everybody should feel that way, but that is exactly how I feel. And that's what I hold on to.
I'll be loving your love till you're